Good morning, Turfs Up Radio. Wayne Bowles, Profits Unlimited, coming to you live from Louisville, Kentucky. Yes, indeedy. Oh, my goodness. Hope you guys are having a great day. Appreciate you hopping in here with me today on my show. And we're just sitting here talking about Santa Claus a little bit and some funny stuff that happens, when we were specifically talking about something with my nephews that was pretty funny when they were younger. But yeah, that was a funny thing. I'll share that story maybe with you guys here in a little bit. But hey, I appreciate you being with me on this Friday morning. It's kind of cold and cloudy. I don't think the sun's been out since, I don't know, Sunday night. Well, Sunday night, yeah. I guess the sun wasn't out Sunday night either, but after it snowed, the sun ain't been out. So, anyways, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. They're saying the sun might come out a little bit today later on. So we'll see if that happens. I don't know. But our snow is melting a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about that. But hey, I hope your day's going well. That's really what we got going on. Is hope your day's going well for you today. Katie is off today. She is hope maybe listening to us by this time. I'm not sure what time they were leaving, but they do a little Christmas adventure, girls' day out, and with some friends in Lexington. So she drove down to Lexington, or is going to go to Lexington. Not sure what time they're going, but they do a little Christmas shopping little thing each year. And I think it's more of just getting together, walking around, because they talk more about pictures and everything. Good morning, Seth. Appreciate you checking in, man. Appreciate you checking in. Hope everything's good down there with you and where you're at. And curious what you might be doing exciting today, if anything. We don't have a whole lot going on. Katie's traveling down into Lexington, I guess. I don't know if they go. I think they go to the Outlet Mall first, which is on their way to Lexington. For you guys that don't know, Lexington's about 65, 70 miles from Louisville going east. Not bad. Not a bad little trip. But yeah, so Katie, if you're listening, hope you guys have a great trip. I think her and Alyssa, and then I think they end up meeting up with 4 or 5 other people down there and making a good day out of it. So that's just it. Everybody gets together, has a good day, do a little lunch, and come back, and hey, there it is. There's the good ones in the books. So curious to what you guys might be doing today. I saw Mid-Atlantic was going to have a little bit of snow, and Corey, just curious if that snow got up your way or not. If you're listening, let me know, man. Or any of you guys listening over in that area, let me know if y'all ended up with a little snow. I saw y'all were supposed to have a little bit last night. We'll see how that all pans out for everybody. But yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Seth said he's getting a little bit of cabin fever. He's doing some landscape and lighting estimates today. So hopefully that works out well, Seth, for you, buddy. It's always good to show a little love to your customers and get those estimates out. Gives you a good chance to get them out. Mike's out and about. Got a picture of little snow down there in Bowling Green. Yeah. So, yes, indeedy. You go, Mike. I hear you, buddy. I see you. You out and about, or is that your driveway? Can't tell. So it kind of looks like he's on his driveway, but hey, you never know. Never know. But hey, before we get into our show today, want to give Daniel a big shout out. Eric Jones had a replay on this morning. I don't think you call them replays. What do you call them, Daniel? Encores. I think you call it an encore show when you do a replay.
Like a podcast.
It's
just a podcast. Right?
Okay. I got you. So, anyways, yeah, so Mike's in his driveway having fun today, but they got a little bit of snow on the ground down there in Bowling Green. I was talking to my very best friends yesterday, and they're down a little bit south of Bardstown in a small community called Balltown, and said they only got about a half inch of snow, where we got quite a bit more than that. We were closer to 5 inches. I think it was like 4.7 at the airport. And there was every bit of that out there. I know when we went out to the airport to do a couple of the hangars that we do for some of the companies, national companies, it was pretty good. It's always windy at the airport, and it's always colder at the airport, probably the wind. But the real temperature at the airport's always warmer because of all the asphalt. So, anyways, we're not getting into all that. But I just thought I'd share that with you. But I don't know how we went from that much snow to talking about what the weather conditions are at the airport generally. But I'll have to talk to Brett or Matt about that. You know, I've said I'm going to get those guys back on here, and I am really going to do that, you all. We'll see, maybe Monday or Wednesday. I'm not sure about Monday's show. We got something coming on Monday, but I don't know if I can get them on Monday. But I might see about Wednesday. So might sneak them in here on Monday's show too. I'm not sure what time we got somebody coming into the office to do a little computer upgrade for us on our network and stuff. So, but I think that's lunch, after lunch. So we'll get it all figured out. Hey, sitting here talking out loud, talking to myself. But hey, I appreciate y'all's text, and glad to know that you guys are out there this morning, so I'm not sitting here talking to the wall. That's never any fun. That was the hardest thing for me to get used to here on the radio was, just talking and not seeing anybody, So that was pretty weird because I was used to, just when you talk to somebody, seeing a group of people. But I've gotten used to it now. Doesn't bother me too much. So, Katie, if you're listening, by the way, get back on that tangent for a second. You girls have a great trip. Be safe and enjoy your day down there for sure. And we got a little bit of lime in today already. Want to give a big shout out to our Sigma Organics for getting us some lime over here this morning early on. Stephen, I appreciate that. Appreciate Mike getting over here early in the morning so we could get that in. And we also got some more bagged material, ice melter in, and looking for some more bulk. We're nowhere near needing any right now, but I did reach out on that, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as well here shortly. But I did want to give Steve and Mike a shout out for taking care of us first thing this morning. And our annual fire inspection showed up this morning for our fire extinguishers in our trucks and our building and our other building next to us here. And we passed, I think, right, Kyle? He didn't say anything about leaving no replacements or everything's good. So our annual inspection went good on that side. So I know last year or the year before we had to have, I don't know, 7 or 8 of them switched out. It was pretty crazy. I don't know, I guess they all expired out at the same time. And it was kind of neat, man. They just left them here for us. So just had to get new ones on the wall. And there we go, on the wall and in the trucks. So if you're not, if you maybe something you want to check into and see what the ordinance is in your market on, fire extinguishers and whatnot, if you have a building and or just, for your trucks from that perspective. So check into that. And it goes back to that ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So something just to think about. But yeah, Stephen, thanks again, man, for getting that over here to us. We're not planning on hanging out here all day today. It's a cold, cloudy day, and got things pretty well under control. Curious what you guys may be doing fun this weekend. Shoot me a text. Let me know, 502-550-8307. And let me know what you're doing this weekend, or you can reach me on the turf line, which is 856-446-8873. That's 856-446-8873. That's directly through our Turf's Up website, so you can use that as well. So whichever is easier for you is what we want you to do. So with that being said, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more Profit Time. Appreciate that, Fred. Fred just sent me a text, Daniel. I made his top list. Yay! On let's see, I'll let you look at it. There we go. So Fred's got a nice business up there in the Indianapolis area, and appreciate him sending us that. So good deal. Hopefully you guys got some fun things planned this weekend. I know I do. Tonight, going to a little Christmas party. Tabitha, where she works, they're having a little Christmas get together. Is tonight, and looking forward to that. And then tomorrow, we got a really neat trip planned. Heading to a place over in Indiana, not too far from us, maybe an hour and a half or so. That's about the right trip, isn't it, Daniel? Or yeah, about. Yeah, it's because it's 30 minutes there and 2.5 back. But yeah, you change time zones. So we're going to a place called Santa Claus, Indiana. And it's really, really, really a cool place. We're going to look at some lights and go to this this store, this Christmas store. And but the cool thing about it, it's like that all year long. But just going to be a good road trip. Going to be a good road trip. We're going out there to look at some lights, and then we're going to a place to eat called Fat Santa's Pizza.
Nice.
Which I don't know whoever decided to open a business called Fat Santa, and I mean, true maybe, but I wouldn't want Santa to get mad at me like that. Why not just Santa's Pizza?
I guess maybe it's to, give it a jolly spin. Maybe I don't know. Like,
Interesting.
because in the isn't there in one of the songs that mentions something about that? No, oh, it's the Santa Claus movie. Remember, no one likes a skinny Santa.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody likes a skinny Santa. Yeah, that's right before they're taking off, and his jacket's real big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eat, Papa. Eat, Papa. So we're going to go up there and eat, Papa. Eat some pizza and see what else they got. They got good going on up there. But a lot of people will actually, in the vicinity. That's true, Mike. Mike said that was back when you could name things and not offend people. You know, absolutely true. Absolutely true, buddy. He said he loves Santa Claus, Indiana. A lot of people will actually take their Christmas cards up there and run them through the post office there because it's postmarked Santa Claus,
Mm.
and pretty cool. So a lot of people will do that close, just make a road trip out, take Christmas cards up, let them run through their cycle, and just something a little fun. Like Mike said, it's like Harley Davidson's model has a fat boy model. So there you go. That is true. Let's see. Seth says, yeah, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump from Owensboro. So, yeah. Been there once.
Yeah. I've been there, I think, once too, and it was not during Christmas season, so it'll be cool to go there during Christmas season.
Yeah. Were you with us when we went during
Holiday World?
Holiday World?
Yeah.
You were there for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we went up another time with Timmy and Robin.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there
And
for that.
and Charlie is one of our December. We always take like a December day adventure somewhere, and we went up there, for that too. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. It's going to be really, really fun. So looking forward to getting out for a little bit, and we're actually going to be running a lot of bit, really, man, between tonight's little party and then tomorrow's adventure. What time is that tomorrow, Daniel? Didn't you say like 5 or something?
Aaron said 5, so we'll see. We probably should confirm if it's in Eastern or Central.
So yeah. So, but I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be good trip, good pizza, good wings. So hey, that's what we're doing. Shoot us a text, let you know what you got going on this weekend, and maybe it's some snow. We're hoping for a little more snow come rolling through here. Sunday night, a little bit. We're hoping for a salting adventure, and that other one looked like it was going to be a salting adventure and turned into a nice little plowable event. So it turned into a salt plow salt, which was really good for business, really good response from us to our customers. I won't say it was probably the worst timing, and you guys doing snow can appreciate this, but it was pretty close to about the worst timing you could have on an overnight snow, because it started with a mixed bag of precipitation that was easily treatable, which we did, and then about 1:30 it transitioned over to some steady heavy snow. We talked a little bit about this the other day, but 3 hours later we had 4.7 inches of snow, and so it was snowing at a rate little over an inch and a half an hour for a few hours. But my point of that was, when it stopped, we actually got back out about 3:30, quarter to four. By the time it got light enough to where it made sense to get out in it, and because we knew it was going to be stopping soon. If it not, we'd have managed it differently. But big shout out to our buddies at BAM for helping us, on that one, as always. But even with the start time so close to everybody wanting things done, that is a good reason, fella, and that is exactly why we have our retainer system in place with our priority 1 accounts, our priority 2 accounts. It doesn't matter a lot of times, but that was the perfect scenario of where it does matter, and did matter. And we didn't have very many complaints on it, really. I mean, for the bad timing on it, it was more of our just a couple. Would we have one call, Kyle? I think we only had one call on it. So, yeah. So, anyways, and that was not bad for that kind of timing. So let's see. Corey said he's doing a bake sale tomorrow. Then he's taking the whole company on an all expense paid cruise to the Bahamas. The whole company. Damn. Is that you and your wife, or who? Who's that include? Hey, and did y'all get any snow last night or get any snow today? Corey, I saw where the Mid Atlantic was, Mid Atlantic was getting a little bit of snow. So we'll see how that let me know on that one. So Mike said the small community of Boyce I live in has their annual Christmas parade Sunday. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Always have friends and family over for unhealthy food and questionable jokes.
There you go.
There you go, man. Hey, we wanted to invite Mike. Heck yeah, can we come? Sounds like a good time to have unhealthy food and questionable jokes. And as a matter of fact, Mike, I have got a funny dad joke, or I think it's funny. I heard it today on the way coming in, and so I got that. I'll share with you guys here shortly.
I think those two things don't go together.
What's that?
Funny dad joke.
Come on,
that's why it's a dad joke, because it's not funny.
All right. All right, I'll buy into that, but we will let you all decide if you thought it was funny. I kind of chuckled when I heard it this morning, but let's see. So Mike said, so that's on Sunday. I guess I'll be cleaning and preparing for that Saturday. That's kind of like the law before the storm. I hear you, Mike. True that 100%. But Corey said it's snow in Richmond, a little bit north of them. So, well, it's kind of hoping you'd get a little snow, Corey. So, but anyways, yeah, I do have a little bit of a dad joke for you all, and here we go. And Daniel, you don't have to laugh because you shouldn't if it's a dad joke, right? So here it is, and I'll let you guys. I'll give you a few minutes to send me a punchline if you want. I just won't give it to you. But it's, why do elves always ask for money? Why do elves always ask for money? That is it. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. Shoot me a text on what you think the answer is to that dad joke. Don't cheat and look it up if you guys are, but if you want to, that's cool too. I don't care. But hey, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with more Profit Time here on Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station. I appreciate you guys sending your guesses in, and we do have a right answer, Daniel. Yes, indeedy. First of all, Mike gave us a really creative answer, I will say. He said, and here was the joke in case you're just tuning in. Why do elves always ask for money? And Mike said, to pay their jingle bills.
Oh my gosh.
That was good. That was good. That fits right in there with Katie's Christmas show. But that's not it, Mike. But that's a good answer. Good answer. Anybody else want to guess real quick before we did get a right answer?
I don't know what it is, but something about short.
It's, the Daniels is warm. Yes, indeed, it is something about being short. And I give my buddy Fred a shout out. Likens, he said it's because they always come up short. So, isn't that cute? I thought it was funny.
It's okay.
Just somebody just text yes or no.
It's okay.
Daniel said it's just okay. Oh my gosh. What's Santa Claus's primary language? Mike said. Daniel, you're a very logical thinker on stuff like this.
The first thing that came to my mind was like elfish or something, but get something about.
Gosh, I'm not good on figuring these things out like this out for real.
Polish?
Oh, North Polish. Oh my God. All right. There you go. We'll roll with that. We'll roll with it. Dad jokes are coming through hot today. Yes, indeedy. Oh my goodness. Seth, thank you. He said that was a good joke. He supports it. So thanks, Seth. I appreciate that, man. And there'll be something extra in your stocking tonight. Especially, hey, tonight is St. Nick night. Daniel brought that up. Katie talked about the origin of St. Nick night, in the tradition. It is a tradition that we use in the Vose family when our kids were little, the night of December 5th. And it's not toys and all that stuff. It's just like a stocking stuffer adventure. And it's kind of funny. It's not funny, but I guess it is kind of funny. Jane always took care of that, and the first year after she had passed away, I didn't know what was supposed to go in your all stockings because it's something that we still did even after our kids got older. I mean, Kyle's almost 40, 38.
Maybe.
He was born in 87. So whatever that makes it. And let's see. So yeah, y'all will all get a stocking, Daniel. Tomorrow I'll have a stocking for all four of y'all. So yeah, man. But anyway, it's fun. It's something fun to do. But yeah, when you're not sure what goes in there, you gotta think about it a little bit. And I appreciate y'all helping me understand what's supposed to go in your stocking first.
Okay.
St. Nick night. It was kind of like the first Easter too,
Yeah.
It's things that you don't think about like that, man. So, and God rest her soul. Jane just loved Christmas, and I got this picture that's on the mantle. We put it up and leave it up every Christmas for her. Where she's just standing there with her arms open, in her shirt with the presents out there. So she really got into Christmas in a big way just because she loved it. That was actually some words of advice that she gave me right before she passed away. And I don't want anybody to be sad about this because, she wouldn't want that at all. But she said, and she didn't cuss at all, but she said, don't be putting up no damn little tree if I ain't there. So, and I really, this year I almost did it, and I was like, no, I ain't going to do that. I love Christmas too. It is a very big day for me too. I like Christmas. I like the whole concept behind Christmas of, what it is. We're not going to get into everybody's different religious beliefs and all that today, or I probably won't at all, but I'm sure somebody probably will. And I know Katie will talk about it on her show a little bit about how different religions address it differently.
Well,
But
Christmas is only
true that,
a
Seth.
Christian religion or
Uh,
Christian thing.
Yeah. So a lot of people are eliminated right out.
Everyone except Christians
Everybody,
would
but
be.
yeah, true that. So
So, I mean, religiously speaking, there's not too much wiggle room on what it is.
um,
Culturally speaking, there's quite a bit,
culturally,
whether it's a
true.
gift giving ceremony or a
Yeah, true that.
baking contest or a.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, hey, if you want to set your reminders on your phones for Katie's show every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. And that's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. She's doing her pop up Christmas show with fun music and any kind of, yeah, you can send it in. She puts a lot of time into putting her shows together whenever she does them here, so, yeah, just shoot her a text. If you don't have her number, you can reach out to me through mine or the station number here at 856-446-8873, and be happy to put any of the songs that you would like to hear on. I'm sure most of them anyway. Might be some weird ones she might not play, but do such a reminder for that, and we'll have a good time with that. I appreciate y'all's text for sure. And Seth is sending me something here, uh, and we'll take a gander at that. But hey, I wanted to give a big shout out to the big give back. Be sure to go to turfsupradio.com, sign up. You only got to sign up one time. It's on their website right there. It's right on our website. And again, it's turfsupradio.com. And there's going to be some nice things that they're, our sponsors and whatnot are going to be giving away. So be sure to do that. And looking forward to that program kicking off. I need to ask Darren when that's when they anticipate that kicking off. So maybe a first of the year thing. We'll find out and see how it goes. But don't forget about Saint Nick tonight. So you ever heard of Saint Nick, Tom? On coming like December 5th, and not the Christmas thing. He hadn't. So a lot of people don't know anything about it. It's very limited, Daniel.
Yeah, it's a background. Was it like your heritage kind of thing
Yeah.
tied with that? I think Katie mentioned it started in uh,
Ours
was it
was German.
Denmark
So
or
would
something?
that make sense?
Yeah,
That,
but it was. I think it started right around there, but not in. It didn't start in Germany, but it was right around there. Can't
I
remember which
gotcha.
specific country it was in though, but yeah, somewhere right around there maybe.
But anyways, hey, I want to give a big follow up to our holiday lighting booth that we had Wednesday night. I talked about that Monday that we were, Wednesday that we were going to do it, and it was a really good turnout. Uh, Daniel and Katie and Kyle had a great plan on the table layout, and that looked really nice. And I went up there to just walk through as a participant of the thing, just to see how it all looked. And it they Daniel and Katie and Kyle had it looked as good as they talked about. Number one, and I'm just patting them on the back because it's my son and daughter, my family. But they did a really good job with it. It looked really nice, and we had some really good leads that came from it. We talked about it, Daniel. It wasn't as much as a lead generation as it was a branding session, is what our goal was. But and it worked out really well. I think we had some decent leads. They were able to put a few estimates together right there for people as they waited. And I don't know. We'll find out from Kyle how it all pans out. But
Yeah. Well, utilizing it as a list building opportunity too.
yeah,
I think that was another big thing, and you can't neglect the power of building your list because what your list should be are a degree of a qualified candidate, right? So if you can spend a little bit of time building that list over months and years, then you don't have to, then you can really dial into, I know this person is generally interested in both my company as well as the services we provide. So you don't have to spend money to go get those people. You don't have to spend money figuring out who those people are, where they are, blah, blah, blah. You already have them in your list. So now you can save money by doing your own in house newsletters and other advertising towards that specific person that is generally in your niche to begin with. So you're not spending, let's say, 50% of your ad dollars on people who don't fit, your who aren't interested. Let's say if you're passing out flyers or you're doing whatever kind of campaign, a portion of that is going to people who don't care. But when you build your list, 100-ish% of that list are people who you've already pre-qualified.
Right. Right. And that's one thing we learned a lot of years ago, man, that because we used to, we do a trade show or something like this, and we were after names, we thought. And we got a heck of a lot of names, but that's what they were names that never turned into anything. And that we learned quickly that you're better off not hammering somebody so much. Back then it was name and phone number. Now it's email,
Yeah.
right? But just say if somebody wants to supply it, let them supply it. But
yeah. Well, it's the same reason that when you go on any website now that sells anything, what do they have that pops up? The first thing is a window that says enter your email for X% off your first order, because they know that you might not order that day and you might not ever even use that discount code. But now they know, okay, this person came to my store. Now we can continue. So they have interest in something that we buy or we offer. So now they can contact you as many times as they want until you get annoyed with them. Hopefully that's not the case for your own business. But we can contact them because we know they're interested in our products and our brand. And now we know we can get directly to that person via their inbox as much as we want for, call it free. It's not literally because somebody's, spending the time to do that,
right.
but a lot less than it would be to do another ad campaign to the general population.
Yeah.
And that's why, if you can have something like that on your website to generally collect people who come to your website instead of just saying, okay, well, we know we got X amount of click-through rate or clicks on this page or whatever. Well, if they don't convert, then you've lost that person potentially, unless you're running some other sort of, cookie campaign
Right.
or whatever.
Very good point, Daniel. Very good point. Seth sent me a picture of something he did, and I asked him if he wanted to call in. I'd like to talk to him about it a little bit on where you try to do something nice for somebody,
Mm.
and this is for the city, and it kind of turned out jacked up. It didn't turn out jacked up. Some people always want to spend things.
Yeah.
You do something nice, and it's something that he said they weren't asked to do, but he did it, and then there's the comments, that come along with it. Hopefully, he's in an area where he can give us a call. I know sometimes he's got reception issues down there, but this would be something neat to talk about. How you try to do something nice, and and
I think the more people that nice intention is going towards, the harder it is to please, right? Because you can't please everybody, regardless of your intentions or how good something is or whatever.
yeah.
So that's
True
the
that.
downfall of trying to be nice sometimes is
But anyways, we had a good event out there, and I share that with you again, not to pat ourselves on the back or our team on the back, but really the only reason I bring it up here on Profit Time here on Turfs Up is the aspect of it goes back to micromanagement, training, and delegation. Regardless of the size of your company. And one truck operation and up, or let's go the other way, all the way to a one truck operation, and where it's more than you. Yeah, give me a call, Seth. We'll put you on real quick and we'll talk about this. But it's the training and education that works. And I didn't want to come in and be standing there and, and getting their way of what their plan is that they had put together. They were doing a great job with it. It was a very proud dad moment, thinking, okay, Daniel, Katie, and Kyle all put this plan in place. Now, Katie and Kyle are up there implemented. That's their forte, from the lighting side. That's their comfort zone. Now, Daniel he'll get with me and talk about our Profits Unlimited stuff, at a table all the time from that side. But it was just good to see that, from the idea, the plan worked out. Gosh, what I'm trying to think of steps. The idea, the plan, the implementation, and hopefully the result. But so far the results have been good from the standpoint of we made some good contacts. Kyle actually made a contact with one of the other people there. Here, let's get Seth here. Let's see, Seth. We'll get you. There we go. Hey, Seth, how you doing, my friend?
Wayne, how you doing?
Good. Hey, share that experience a little bit with our listeners, man, because I think you'll do it more justice than I will in talking about it for sure.
Well, I should have sent it to you before the show started, a little bit before you could kind of dive into it a little bit more. So we put in a new roundabout, and there's a big evergreen holly tree in the middle, and landscape and all that, and thought, well, it just needs a little something,
Right.
So I took it upon myself. I didn't. It was one of them where you ask for
forgiveness and not permission.
Forgiveness before permission, yeah.
Yeah.
And
all right. Fair
was
enough.
planted, and so this is all out of my pocket. It wasn't nobody's idea. I'm not asking to get paid back. I just thought, hey, this is something nice. Do a lot for the city. I thought, hey, why not? Well, so I done it. Wasn't going to post it. Somebody for the city posted it. That's fine and all that. And then you know how social media is. Things get posted. People comment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody had comment that was the saddest tree they had ever seen. It's a holly tree, And that's what people are just, you got to bite your tongue. They just don't know.
Yeah. Right.
All the shrubs are dead. They're not dormant. They're dead. And it was just a lot of unappreciative comments.
Right.
And I almost went and took the lights down, really.
Did you? I could see that, man. I could see the frustration that would put on you, and, everybody thinking, well, damn, that's a half-assed job. And no, what I'm looking at doesn't look bad at all. I mean, for what you did and for what they got and what they paid, it looks decent. Yeah. I think it's fine.
Well, there's no electric down there, so you can't run traditional Christmas lights. There's street lights, so the thing is lit up like daylight, so nothing's going to really look good down there. And I'm working out of my pocket, so I'm not going to throw a lot of money out there.
Right.
I'll do some, but so if people saying that the lights ain't worth a rip and can't hardly see them, it's a distraction.
Well, don't
it
look.
Kind of takes away from what I was trying to do.
Yeah, do something nice for the community was the intent, right. And then you got. And those are the same people, though, Seth, that would, they tell you the sky's not blue, probably,
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's something else. I mean, we've had failures like that too, man, for what it's worth, where you try to do something good that turns into, well, that's not enough. Right. And specifically with us, it was a youth league. And we were trying to, support a youth league. I'm not going to get into which one, but and the only reason I wanted to do that is because having 4 kids myself, and actually was a commissioner of a youth league in Mount Washington where we had 85 teams. I think it was when I was overseeing it out there. I saw the good behind all the volunteers of any type of youth league organization, regardless of the sport. I did baseball and softball, but so after that, after, I aged out of that and, it was time to let somebody else do it kind of thing. just tried some different things at different places, and it was like it was never enough. It's, well, why'd you pick the girls and not the boys, or why'd you pick fast pitch and not slow pitch? And
Right.
that's when they were still playing both in softball, fast pitch, slow pitch. It was during that, so that's how far it goes back. Okay,
Hmm.
now I don't even know if there's slow pitch softball in youth leagues any longer or not. I'm not in that age bracket anymore, and not
Yeah.
involved. But I was in that
Right.
transitional time when slow pitch was going away and fast pitch was coming in, and and that was pretty much it. We just got a lot of pushback from that side of it. Is, well, why are you sponsoring slow pitch? Well, because that's what was popular then,
Right.
and
Right.
so I feel your frustration. I feel your frustration on that, and where you try to do something nice in the community, and then, but you know what, Seth, and hey, any free advertising and marketing's good, you know.
Well, so the tricky part, I'm glad you mentioned that. So I got a call last night, which is where those pictures come from that I sent you.
Okay.
I put lights on it. I just put warm lights on it, the 2700 or so.
Yeah.
Just a nice, clean look, right? Just nothing flashy. Well, I get a call last night that somebody had put a star on it, and it's not even on the top of the tree. I'll send you a picture.
Oh my! All
I
right.
am tempted because a lot of people know that I've done it. A lot of people know that I do things for the city. I'm tempted to kind of take my lights down because I don't want to take away from my image. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I don't want that to sound bad either because it's not a good look. And I didn't put a sign out there or anything like that, but
Yeah. I knew you said you didn't put a sign out or even want any recognition for it. You just did it.
I just wanted to do it. And then they put these on there, and it looks kind of rough.
So now it's become the community tree to decorate as you please, huh?
Oh my goodness! I mean, it's
Hey, maybe somebody will find some old icicles. Remember them silver icicles?
yeah,
Oh my God, I remember those as a kid growing up.
yeah.
Oh Lord.
I wish I had more time to somehow figure a way to translate to business, but anything you do, there's always going to be repercussions for it.
Absolutely. Well, no, I think you've done a really good job of translating it, man. You did a really good, the gesture, the intention of the gesture was there.
Good intentions.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good intentions that were misconstrued by some, but I still, it goes back to that thing though. You always hear the negative more than you hear the positive.
Right.
How many people look at it and say, "Oh man, that's really cool, man. They put some lights on that tree," but they don't positively post that anywhere as a general rule, until you get some idiots that puts the negative, and then you see the positive, coming after the fact. So, yeah, man, I think that's the direct correlation to business is that aspect of it right there. That sometimes our best intentions don't turn out the way they want to. However, when the intention is right, that's okay. That's okay. There's a lot of people that do appreciate the fact that Seth made the effort to do that for the community.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And whether it translates to more work or not, that's okay. That wasn't my real intention. But if it does, maybe people will kind of see, hey, he's a community guy.
Absolutely.
That type of thing. So if that works out, that's a double whammy.
Yep. Hey, speaking of work, man, how much did snow affect you all down there in your part of the state? Did it put you out of business for a while, or did you not get that much your way?
Yeah, for most of the week, we probably got Monday night, Tuesday morning. We probably got 2 inches or so, maybe a little more.
Did you?
And it's still hung around. It's still on the ground and shrubs, obviously. But yeah, it's slowed us down for.
We haven't been outside all week.
Yeah.
And hopefully next week's looking a little better. We'll see, right? I mean, we're looking like 40s and I think 50 next Wednesday, they said. So,
but hopefully we can get out and scratch around.
Yeah. Get out and do a little something, right? But
Yeah.
Yeah, but God, we got we're to the point we're so far behind we think we're ahead.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right.
but
Yeah.
we still got
Yeah.
2 complete rounds of applications to make. We got lime and winter fertilizer to make, and it's crazy how much just a week sets you back.
Yes.
Even this time
Yeah.
of the year. I mean, and we got leaves still on the ground that we weren't able to get done prior to Thanksgiving. How about you? Any cleanups you got hanging out there yet?
We got a few
Pretty
cleanups
good
left.
shape?
Yeah, I got a few cleanups left, and then really got 2 or 3 nice landscape installs that I need to kind of get the ball kind of rolling on, some lighting kind of type things. So,
Well, good luck on those, and good luck on those estimates you're working on too. Getting
yes,
those lighting
yes,
estimates, my friend. So
yes, yes. Done some training yesterday, and got a couple. Should
did
have
you?
some couple installs this winter for those. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good deal. Good deal, man. So
So,
hey, appreciate you taking a few minutes to call in, Seth.
yes, sir. Good talk to you, Wayne.
Nice talking to you, man. Have a great weekend. Okay.
How you too, Wayne?
Keep
See
our
ya.
buddy Mike in order down that way if you see him.
Oh my God. Oh, no comment.
No. All right, Seth. We'll talk to you, buddy. All right, bye. All right, that was Seth coming to us live from down Grayson County area, kind of central Kentucky for you guys that aren't familiar with it. But super great guy, super great guy. Does a whole lot of landscape and lighting type of work as his gig. So a little bit of everything, but that's what he likes from what I understand, and look forward to that. So sounds like a winner on that one. So hey, let's take a short break, and we'll be right back as we wrap up Profit Time here on Turfs Up Radio. All righty then. Welcome back. Welcome back. Appreciate you guys texting in today. Fred, appreciate it. Seth and Mike and Corey, and appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys listening to us here on Turfs Up Radio, and uh, all of us here on Turfs Up Radio appreciate that. And as we wrap up our show today, and we talk a little bit about snow, and uh, it is the beginning of winter, but it seems like winter's been going longer than it really has. But that's because we normally don't have this kind of snow on the ground. And I was looking at thing news this morning. They said over 40% of the United States has got a snow cover now.
Wow.
Which is like very, very unusual. They didn't give the how unusual it was statistic, but yeah, it was like, I don't know, 42% or something of the United States got snow covered now. And
it's cool to look out in the living room, look out my doors and see the snow out there in the yard. And
yeah, it is pretty.
Night I was saying it reminded me of Big Sky, which I'm missing right now.
I bet that your Montana trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So you were talking about your dog sled ride yesterday.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah. Good. A lot of good things out there to do.
Well,
a lot of fun. If you've never been in the winter, even if you've been in the summer, it's worth going in the winter. It's just so
absolutely
incredible.
Absolutely. Well, hey, you guys have a great weekend. Appreciate you listening to Turfs Up Radio. Keep Turfs Up Radio on all day long. Share Turfs Up Radio with a friend, and a colleague. Say, hey, man, check us out. Check us out. So be sure to stay tuned. I appreciate you guys getting involved with my show. And this is kind of a little bit of a laid back kind of show today, but I think we pulled the business perspective into things that we were talking about today. So, hey, you guys have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing everybody on Monday. And the truth bomb for this Truth Bomb Friday is, hey, commit. And when you commit, put the plan together and follow through to make it happen. And what brought this all about is, we committed to holiday lights. We did the plan. We're doing the follow through. And I made my first mistake of many to come, I'm sure. But now I can say I've made a mistake. I got confused between a white, what was it, Daniel? A cool white and a warm white color on a light. And yeah, it wasn't bad. It was only about 60 feet in the air. And I laugh about it because I ain't the one that had to go fix it. The third time, we had a bulb that went out, and we went and switched it. I grabbed the bulb a couple bulbs to take with us, and when you turn them on in bright full sun, they look the same. And yes, now here's the rookie mistake side of it. If you look right at the threaded side of it, it'll tell you exactly what that light is. But Wayne was looking at cool white and warm light as being the same light. And of course, as you guys know, it's not. So there we go. We're back up switching that bulb out this morning for somebody. And I am going to send them a gift card and tell them sorry for the mistake. But hey, you guys have a great day. We're up on the 11 o'clock hour. And remember, profit is not a dirty word. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.